Alrighty guys, moving right along, this is the Walking Dead Rick's shotgun coming with 6 suction darts and 4 shells. Reminds me a lot of the old Busby double-barreled shotgun. Now, the old Busby double-barrel shotgun is one that I've been finding in thrift stores for years. It's not a great blaster, to be completely honest. It's inefficient because of the shells, which I don't like. I've never liked the shells. The Nerf barrel break is an excellent throwback to why shells like this are completely unnecessary for single shots. Now, that said, the Sledge Fire does an okay job of integrating shells and making them cool, but this looks a lot like the old double barrel between the secret storage compartment in the stock, the relatively small handle, and utilization of these old school Busby shells. I think that this one, if the performance isn't there, is quick to find its way onto thrift store shelves, as people will lose the shells and then it's inoperable and then it becomes kind of like a junk blaster, so to speak. That said, I don't want to trash it immediately because it is a Walking Dead blaster that is kind of cool. It has been completely repainted. I do really like the packaging, how we have like actual comic book panels, particularly featuring Michonne for some reason in the background of the blaster. Now, is it claiming ranges? Because if it is claiming ranges of 72 feet, that means something awesome has been done. If it isn't, it's probably the same old double barrel. But we have the standard operation. I'm not seeing any updated range claims, so there's nothing to it but to do it. Let's get it out of the package and talk about it. So I just want to talk about this really quick. You can see that the Busby shells, in addition to being an extra piece, an unnecessary piece rather, to lose, you also have an increasingly air inefficient delivery system. So there's kind of a spring-loaded AR built into this, and we haven't had ARs in blasters in a long time. So maybe I'm spoiled, but I do not like that. Let's go ahead and store 2 of our shells back here, and then we'll come in and prime, and that is the same creaky yarn prime that I am so used to seeing when I'm out thrifting on these blasters. So then we lock these in, they go past this peg here, and they're in. So this will fire on a staggered trigger 2 shots. This is of course the release, and then it has that sweet, sweet shell ejecting action, which is really cool if you want that element of your play, but if you're into an efficient blaster, it's terrible because it means that every time you open this, it's that much easier to lose your shells. So, can you tell I don't really like what this blaster is based off of? I sure hope it's not egregiously obvious, but as we fire through, there's our first shot, and our second shot, and it is improved from what I remember the double shot being, but it is certainly not on par with even a smaller blaster like Carl's revolver down there. So I have a hard time recommending this blaster. It's worse performance for more money from Busby. This is also like a classic case of how do we sell something that we already have? Well, if we rebrand it in a new line and surround it with other cool things, it becomes much easier to justify the rebranding of a product. So I've got nothing against that. I understand why it happens from a marketing perspective, but I mean, with blasters like the Reaper and the Destiny and the Cyclonic at their disposal, I think that Busby could have done much better than rebranding a blaster that frankly hasn't been like exciting or cool in a very long time. But we'll give it the full review. We'll fire at our fun tiki torch target here. So I think we fire this barrel first, but I'm not certain. Awesome. Oh wow, why were my first shots so much better? That's really kind of sad, actually. No idea. Those first shots were getting 30-foot ranges. Now granted, they had a slight incline down, but I don't know what happened there. We'll try again. That's fully primed, up and in. That was a slightly better shot, but I don't know. That's my review of Rick's shotgun. I frankly hope that Rick has a much better shotgun in the show on account of this. While being cross-compatible with Nerf darts, they will, of course, fit into these shells, they have been able to for years. I don't really like this blaster. This is also an excellent lesson. I had somebody comment recently that because I get these blasters from companies specifically to review, that I'm always super biased and that I love all of them inherently. Well, they're honest reviews because I don't take money for my reviews. Like, these are, wow, it didn't fire that time. Go figure. Maybe it's not cross-compatible with the Elite system, but I definitely have not sold out. I'm still here for you guys. So that was an excellent shot, though. When I don't like something, I tell you very plainly, very clearly, and why. My first loyalty, of course, is to the 370,000 of you guys. So thank you very much for watching. That's my review of Rick's shotgun, or the Busby double barrel from the Walking Dead line. And I don't really like this blaster. If you want to purchase one to complete the set, I understand, but I think that there are much better blasters from Busby out right now that you could spend your money on. Hope you guys enjoyed this video.